A Luna croissant takes 3 days to make. The finished product has a nutty complexity that you can't develop without that time. My name's Kate. I'm the founder and the co-owner of Luna Croissanterie in Melbourne. We have the headquarters in Fitzroy, a CBD satellite store as well. And I pretty much live my life on the number 11 tram running between the two stores. Before baking, my life's dream had been to work in Formula One. I got a job with the Williams F1 team as an aerodynamicist. I unfortunately discovered that the reality of an engineering job wasn't for me. The dissatisfaction eventually led to an eating disorder, anorexia. Luna kind of came out of it as, I guess, the thing that saved me. So I get home one afternoon, I've borrowed this book from the library. I randomly opened up to this incredible double-page spread of pain au chocolat all stacked up. I walked straight up to a travel agent's, I booked a ticket to Paris. I walked into the bakery where the photo was taken, which became the eventual place where I did my training in viennoiserie. I came back to Melbourne with a new set of eyes that was looking at it from a food perspective, not an engineer's perspective. I spent all my savings on a laminator and a mixer, and about a year in, my brother had sold a business he was working on, and I asked him to help me take Luna from a little wholesale business to a customer-facing bakery. And it was at that point that Luna really started to kick off. By 6:30, there might have been 50 or 60 people lined up around the block. We were fast outgrowing this tiny space. And Cam and I were like, how amazing would it be to create this like pristine, lab-perfect croissant bakery, like on this back street in Fitzroy, turn-of-the-century warehouse that's a complete juxtaposition to the area that it's in, with almost no signage out the front, pretty gritty and artistic and alternative with that beautiful graffiti all over the walls. People walking past and they can't help but peer in the window and see these crazy lights and these crisply dressed chefs in their chef's whites. We do have a lot of local regulars, but we have people coming from overseas that have Luna on their Melbourne bucket list. And I get messages saying, I've wanted to come to Melbourne or Australia just to come to Luna. And getting messages like that still blows my mind. I think from a food perspective, Melbourne's one of the best cities in the world because there are a lot of examples of businesses that the business owner puts on the apron and walks out. And I think no better example of that is Napier Quarter, whether it's having a coffee in the morning or a cheeky glass of wine at night. And Dan does the day and Simon does the night. I might hit up 3 or 4 of my favourite places in one night and have a snack and a drink, and then maybe go out for some dessert or another drink with a friend. And I don't know if many cities in the world do it as well as Melbourne does.
I love it. Only the beginning.